Hey, we are live and direct. This is 100 ways to make money with AI right now. And you've literally got the Hollywood backlot, Madison Avenue ad agency, and a full copywriting team on your laptop or your phone. Today, I want to show you how you turn that into income. So if that sounds exciting, let me know in the comments. And the cool thing about this is you can do this anywhere, anytime, any place. You've just got to get started and just got to do it. So let me know that you can hear me. Let me know you can see me. Tom's here, Bill's here, Mike's here. I'm here. Mandy's here. Who else is here? There's a bunch of people in the chat right now. Just let me know where you're logged in from. If you can see, if you can hear, everything's working. Tom says it's good. We're going to get started. Going to get straight into this. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming and hanging out. Probably on for 60 minutes or so. There are 100 things to get through. But if you stick around till the end, I'm going to give everybody a link, a special link, so you can actually go and access a PDF that I've put together that details every single thing. So you don't have to worry about taking notes. You don't have to worry about freaking out and taking screenshots. Just hang out, watch what I do. I'm going to walk you through some things slowly, some things quickly. I will then give you the link at the end for the PDF. And you'll be able to download that and keep that forever, absolutely free. All you need to do is stick around to the end. Now, if you're on the replay, you will get certain instructions, so make sure you listen out for that. But the PDF is only available while this presentation is up and active. After that time, it's going to be gone. So you're better at getting it on the live. You're better at getting it while we're working, right? So there's lots of people logged on right now. I'm super excited. If you don't know me, my name's Danny Walsh. I've spent a long time teaching people how to do amazing things on the internet. Over 25 years I've been in business. And today, hopefully, we can give you some stuff that you can just go and do. So in the chat, put a number one if you currently have an AI tool like Claude or ChatGPT or Gemini or one of these tools. You put a one in the chat. I want you guys to go crazy. There's loads of people watching right now. So put a one in the chat if you've got one of these tools. ChatGPT, if you've got Claude, if you've got Gemini, if you've got something like that. If you haven't got any of these things, it's time to get to know. It's time to go and get these things. And we've just wrapped up another training 10 minutes earlier where we've actually been showing people how to make music with AI. And this is literally just blown the mind. If you was in that class, leave me a comment in the chat as well. But I can see ones, a couple of ones. There's loads of people watching this right now. Put the one in the chat if you've got one of these things on your computer, or you've got access to one of these things, something like Claude, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, because this is the way for you to actually make an insane amount of money with minimal effort. But you still need to put some time and effort and thought into this, because if you put rubbish into AI, you will get rubbish out. So just bear that in mind. But I am going to give you some strategies, some ideas, some tools, and some inspiration, some things that you've probably not thought of, and hopefully an angle, something that you can do that you're going to enjoy doing, because you've got to enjoy it, right? And something that you can actually go out there and monetize quite quickly without needing to invest a big bunch of money. Does that sound like a plan? Let me know in the comments. Sound like a plan? We're going to get into this, right? So I honestly can stand here now and say that this is the most amazing time in over 25 years of working online, building websites from the early days when it was all code and a notepad, and then Dreamweaver, and like all of these systems and softwares. They've all been there to make things easy, but we've never had anything like this. If you agree with that statement, just let me know in the comments, because AI has literally changed the way that we pretty much do everything. And I know there are some people out there who are like naysayers, and they're totally against AI, and they're like, AI is going to take all of our jobs and all of this crazy stuff. AI can enhance every single thing that you do. If there's anybody in the chat right now who absolutely hates the job and they just want to get out of the job, AI is the fastest way to get out of that job and actually do something that replaces your income and adds more to it. So if anybody wants to replace their income and add more to it, just give me a sign and give me a signal, because you're in the right place. Now, this is not for people who don't want to try, who don't want to do any work, who are not prepared to invest in themselves, and not prepared to actually learn some stuff. This is very strategic. It's sort of top level thinking in terms of ideas. But if you action just one of these ideas, you can leverage the biggest opportunity that you've ever had in your entire life. Bigger opportunity than when websites and .com became available. Bigger opportunity than when you could start writing with ink instead of a quill. All of these advancements in technology literally mean that AI changes day in, day out, and the possibilities are totally endless. If you are somebody who is retired, or somebody who is unable to work, or somebody who is just fed up, or somebody who travels a lot, again, this is perfect for you, because that means you can work from wherever you are, and you can supplement an income, you can supplement a pension, you can supplement a lack of earning. Is there anybody in here who doesn't want to make more money? Is there anybody in here who doesn't want to make more money? You put like no in the chat, right? That means you do want to make more money. So if you don't want to make more money, it's like, no, that's not me. Let me know and give me a sign and give me a signal, because you kind of need money. And the cost of living right now, as I think everybody agrees, inflated significantly. It kind of helps if you've got more money. So you're living in the most extraordinary window in business history. 3 years ago, what we can do today in 5 minutes would have cost you $50,000, right? Does it make sense? Right. This is a screenshot of the bottom. Hopefully you can see this, right? I'll try and move out of the way. You see there's an email, and I kind of highlighted it in yellow. This is somebody saying to me that they're going to pay me $5,000 in 2 parts for AI generated videos, and they knew that the videos were generated by AI. They just didn't have the time and inclination to go and learn how to do it, right? $5,000. So $5,000 for one skill, making online videos using AI, which doesn't require a camera. It doesn't require you to write elaborate scripts. You don't need to hire people. You don't need actors. You don't need to go to Hollywood. You just type what you want and the AI gives it to you. Yes, there are a few skills, but this one skill, something that I used to do a long time ago, and it took ages and weeks and months, and you need all computers, all different things. It's like you can do it on your phone and you can make yourself some money. So if I give you $5,000 now, the second, would that have a notable impact on your standard of living and the life that you're living right now? Would it help? It's like $5,000 help you right now because AI can get that for you. Does that $5,000 help? This picture is from a few weeks ago, hanging out in Culver City, and that's me. Both pictures from two different pictures, same crowd. We actually worked on co-producing the first ever feature-length AI movie. If you was at the movie and you came to Culver City and you was in the crowd, let me know in the comments, let me know your thoughts. This was a feature-length, full-length, big screen, theater AI movie. There's 258 people in the audience. There's people trying to get in from outside. We filled the room. And we've got a second showing in New York in May. We've got another thing going on in Los Angeles. We're coming to the UK with this. And this is all part of an AI-powered system, a process that I've been fortunate enough to be involved in, where we're actually taking AI video onto the big screen. So if you think AI is small scale and that you can only make little bits of money with it, imagine what will come from a movie. If that's not exciting, then like you're in the wrong room. It's like, this is the most exciting thing ever, right? This screenshot is another AI skill. This is one day. And what I'm going to show you in the next 50 minutes is how I leverage one skill to make $19,669 in one day, right? It's one day. And you might think that's out of reach and that it's impossible, but I can tell you it would be impossible without the skill. So if you have the skill, is it likely that it's more possible? Right? Think about it. So if you've got the skill, it's likely to be more possible. If you don't have the skill and you ignore the skill and you leave and you log off and you're like, oh, this AI, or I don't like this guy, or this is ridiculous, or whatever the negativity is that comes up in your mind, that just moves you further away from being successful. If you hang out for another 50 minutes and you learn some of this stuff and you get one idea and you take action on that, then who knows what you can make in a day? Who knows what you can make in a month? Who knows what you can make in a year? Whether it's $50, $5,000, $20,000, $1 million, who knows? And chances are you will make something. There's also a chance you can make nothing. But one thing's for sure, without the skill, you're not going to move forward, right? Does that all make sense? Everybody following so far? So this is what I'm going to do in the next 50 minutes. And I want to give you the why. So why are we doing this right now? We've kind of touched on that a little bit. The window is open, but the window will also potentially close. There's amazingly intelligent people leveraging this faster than you could ever imagine. And that means the more people doing it, the more difficult it is for you to go out there and do something with it. At this point, the window is wide open. You have a few months to learn how to do this AI thing properly. And you also need some ideas of how you can leverage the AI. So the window, the opportunity, the time, the why, the reasons are all here, all right now in your favor. Does that make sense? So you've got the best opportunity you've ever had in your entire life to make money, and you've got a choice. You could do nothing, or you could do something. You could try, or you could ignore it. It's kind of like when Bitcoin first came on the scene, and it was like 10 cents, 20 cents, $1, $2. And I was like, should I get some? Should I not get some? Should I get some? Should I not get some? And people were like, oh, no, that's going to be a scam. Look where that ended up. Now, whether I got some or I didn't is a different story. But if you didn't and you missed out, you don't want that feeling to come back and get you this time, right? So it's super important you take action with this. It's not going away unless like the world ends. And all of the big companies, Google and Facebook and everybody, they're all putting millions and billions, in fact, of dollars and pounds and cents into AI. Your car has got AI. Your glasses have got AI. The phone's got AI. Everything's got AI. Google's got AI. And you've got all this stuff. So if you think that you will do business without this going forward, you're insane. This is your best opportunity to learn some stuff, and this training is going to be exciting, fun, and legit, right? Does that make sense? So I'm going to show you 100 real methods. Now, realistically, am I going to demonstrate 100 real methods? No, because I've got 50 minutes. What you're going to do is take mental note, get the PDF from me at the end, and then go and do your own due diligence and learn this stuff and put it into practice and have some fun. That's what you're going to do. But it's real, it works, and it's not just me, making up some stuff. This is legitimate. This is based on conversations. This is based on people I know. This is based on real results and things that I've done myself. If you think about the old way of doing things and you're stuck there thinking it is what it is, you're probably wrong. And I want to reshape those thoughts and beliefs so that you're able to get hold of this and actually run with it and do something with it, right? Then at the end, if you stick around, not only have I got the PDF, 75 pages, it details every single thing I'm going to show, all of the things I'm going to give you. You got that for free. I'm also going to make you a special offer so you can come and work with me. You can hang out and I can help you do this stuff. The thing with the special offer is there's 10 times more people on this call right now than there are spaces on the offer. So make sure you listen closely, turn off distractions, stick around to the end, and we get there so you're able to take advantage of that, because what I'm going to do is amazing, and the people who do take action on that today are going to be blessed with not only new skills but somebody to support them while they implement it, right? So if everybody's clear on that, put a 1 or 2 or give me a sign, give me a signal in the chat. We're going to get into this, and before I show you the 100 methods, I brought these down into 10 categories to make it easy. All you need to do is pick one, but I want to come back a little bit and just emphasize this point that the old way of doing things, charging by the hour, capping your income by the clock, needing expensive equipment so you can't start a business without investing. You don't need a studio. You don't need a competing on price with freelancers all over the place, and thinking about how if you get more work, you get more money. Like there's only you to do it. All of these old ways of operating, you can kiss goodbye to all of that stuff. Right now, you're in a golden age where you can actually trade value for money, and you can charge for results, not for hours. So if you're working 40 hours a week for 20, 30, 7, 10, whatever it is, each hour, you're doing it the old way and trading time for money. If you do it the new way, trade value for money, this opens a big door for you and your family. This gives you the ability to go out there and improve your life and the life of others, because you can earn from simple skills. Your entire studio fits into a Chrome browser. You can compete on quality and speed that big agencies and big companies and software companies who have worked with companies for many, many years, they can't move as fast as you can with your phone and a browser. They've got to get things signed off. They've got to go through a process. They've got to do invoicing and accounts and all of this stuff, which is good business practice. But big agencies, big companies right now are struggling to deploy the things that you can deploy from your laptop. And everybody's using the same models, right? What you're using is no different to what they're using in Fortune 500 companies, right? You can build assets that earn while you sleep. So imagine that. You wake up in the morning and there's $1,000, $2,000, $10,000. You can automate things so that it just happens without you. So how cool is that if you can automate things that happen without you? Think about that. The other thing I need to really address is not only can you move away from that old way of doing things where you're stuck and you're bored and you're not inspired and you're feeling worn out, is you also can get rid of this belief that you need to be technical to make money. The days of worrying about the tech are pretty much over. Recently, one of the big AI companies advertised for a developer job, and at the bottom of the sort of invite to tender your application, it said, this job will no longer exist in 12 months. We are at the end of people needing to write code. They need to oversee it, make sure it works. But AI is so good. It can build websites and applications that would have cost millions in hours, minutes. So this is open to you right now. And you might be thinking, but I can't do this. No, you couldn't do the old way. Have you tried the new way? That's the key question to ponder. And quite often, you base this on experience and your body tries to protect you, and your mind say, no, we've been down this route before and it never worked. I got burned before. I invested money 6 years ago in a thing and it never worked, and the internet's a scam. Those days are gone. You didn't invest. You didn't do anything in this new world. Because if you did, you probably wouldn't be on this class right now. Or you're totally switched on to this and you're just looking for ideas and you're going to go and implement all of them automatically and clean up. What I'm going to show you is literally millions of dollars on the table. Take what you want, right? All free. I'll give you the PDF, the guidance, the school group as well. You can join the school.com/Danny, all there for you. The new reality is simply being able to talk to the AI and package the output and sell it, right? If somebody wants to know the time, they don't want to know how the watch works. The guy who we sold the videos to for $5,000 knew that it was AI. He didn't care. He just wanted the videos. Restaurants don't need to know how steam engines work. They need to know how to drive customers through the door. It's the same principle throughout. And your ability to go out there and deliver and exploit this, you've never had a chance like it ever. And the window will close. So bear that in mind. Now, what you might be thinking is that AI, everybody's got it, and that means the work is cheap, so I can't charge real money for it because somebody could just go and use ChatGPT and figure it out themselves. That's wrong, because people don't care that you're using AI. They care about their own time, and they will still prioritize what they do in the day over the marketing, the design, the videos, and all of the things that you can do to save them time, effort, and money, right? You might believe that if people find out you're using AI, that they'll lowball you and they'll try and get it cheap, right? And then it's going to be a race to the bottom. It's wrong, because truth says that if you do a sizzle reel for a restaurant that they put on their social media and it brings them in 50 customers worth $2,000, that restaurant doesn't care if it took you a week or a minute to make. All they care about is the fact that you've delivered something that's produced them better results than they've ever had, right? So whenever you sell some of this stuff, you can minimize your overheads, cut down on your costs, increase your margin, shorten the turnaround time, and quote on the results delivered. People are going to love you. Have you tried that yet? The other false belief that really holds people back is that you need to be on camera to build a business, and you've got to build a personal brand and post every day and all of these things. That's kind of useful, but in the AI world, you can be faceless. And this faceless reality, some of the largest YouTube channels out there right now have never shown a face. And the money that they earn passively just from ads being shown on their videos, you press the skip button at the corner of YouTube, right? Those ads that get shown on YouTube stack these people an insane amount of money. And people are making faceless channels on YouTube and earning from morning. Have you got channels on YouTube that are earning? Because I have. Have you got automated products that bring customers into your business every single day? Because I have. Have you even attempted any of this stuff? Because I have. And some of it might not work for you. You've got to test. But every test gets a result. It might not be the result you want, but you can keep testing it. And the fact that the margins are smaller, the overheads are smaller, the margins are bigger, you're able to go out there and really test without the fear of plowing all of your savings into something that might not work. This allows you to put very little money in and get a lot out of the other side. So this is totally doable, totally achievable. There's people in this chat right now who I know personally who are achieving amazing results. Where we have to go with this is shift from what we believe, all of this stuff, and shift it to proof, right? And people were putting ones in at the chat at the beginning, right? You already have these tools. You've got ChatGPT. If you've got ChatGPT, put a 1. If you've got Google Gemini, put a 2. If you've got Claude, put a 3. If you've got a combination of all of those things, put 4. If you've got something else using AI, put 5. Let me know in the comments. Most people will be like 4 or 5, right? What are you using this stuff for if it's not to make money? So you sat there on a big stack of AI tools that you know you need. Oh, got all this stuff. It's like, now it's time to use it, right? And this is the exciting piece. So shift to proof. Make a test. Get the result, prove something, prove it to yourself, right? I prove this stuff every single day. I'm blessed to be able to work with some amazing companies all around the world, get to travel. I get to talk to amazing customers, amazing clients. I spend time with my kids. I could do pretty much what I want. And all of that is thanks to the internet. We are now at a point where the internet has blessed us with this thing called AI. Take advantage. Now, if you don't do anything, the opportunity window will close. Your skills will become obsolete because you're not testing things. You keep swapping the hours for the dollars, and somebody else is going to get your clients. Somebody else is going to get your opportunities. You're one conversation away from making any of this stuff work. Just one conversation. Call somebody. Message somebody. Everybody's familiar with Messenger, right? And there's numbers popping up in the chat right now. Keep that going. Take action on this stuff. You only need one conversation and 1% of what I'm going to show you tested that works for you, and you can build income. I'm giving you 100 ideas. We're going to go through them real quick. You decide what works, get the PDF at the end, put it into action, make some money, make an impact. Pick your category, choose one thing, and then just test it give yourself some time, 90 days. Be consistent, show up 90 days. If you can commit to that, if you can get a commitment in the chat and you're able to commit to just testing one thing consistently, even if you do it as a side hustle or you automate it or you get, one of the kids to help you with it, whatever it is, just pick a thing and test it, right? Test 3 things at once if you're confident, 10 things at once if you're confident, but do something. That make sense? Everybody excited by this? Are you quiet in the chat? Just let me know if you're here. Let me know if you're with me. Let me know if you're excited, because you've got an AI stack right now that lives inside of Google that's big enough to make you all the money you need. Google's a powerful thing. It gives you free access to documents like docs and sheets. It gives you Gemini, which is one of the best AI you can get. It gives you Nano Banana, which makes insane images. It gives you VO, which makes videos. It gives you Notebook, and it can even make music. Just by having a Google account and spending $20 a month, you have got access to something so powerful that it's often overlooked. Oh, it's only Google because we're used to it. It's not only Google, right? And whether you're a Claude person or a ChatGPT or Manus or whatever, you've got AI stacks that literally put all of these tools together, and they're just sat there. When you log into the thing, it says, what would you like to do today? If you say, I don't know, well, the AI is not going to help you. But if you've got a structured idea, you can turn that into cash. If you want to turn ideas into cash, give me a sign, give me a signal, nod your head, jump up and down, wave your hands, go crazy, because that's the game. That's the game, right? You're going to turn ideas into cash, right? And that gives you massive potential when it comes to doing anything in your life. So, category 1. These are your ideas. Write them down, take a screenshot, get the PDF at the end. I'm not sending the PDF out an email. You'll have to be on the live to get it. It's going to get dropped in the chat, and you pick it up and you run with it. Faceless channels and social content, but not what it seems. Some ideas for you. True crime narratives, right? This is one of the biggest, most watched genres on YouTube. You often find the wife or the husband sat there watching a true crime. You can get Gemini to script some old cold case that's been in the public records for years. VO can generate some moody videos, right? And if you think these AI models are not good, or, oh, this is terrible, or Sora's trash, and you hear all this stuff all the time, you're not prompting it right. Don't forget, we made a movie on the big screen using a combination of models. Be creative, right? And find the things that work for you. You get moody scenes generated, right? You don't film anything yourself, and you create a YouTube channel that's dedicated to true crime. You put this on social media. If you're consistent over a period of time, that will grow. If you talk about it and have conversations, people will come to it. You don't just post it and leave it. Post 10, 15, 12, 20 times a day to get reactions. Use YouTube Shorts, use Instagram, use TikTok, use Clapper, use all of the apps that you've got available to you. Go all in on true crime. You become an expert in the niche. Before you know it, you're on somebody's podcast talking about it, plugging your website. That's just one idea in this faceless channels and social content section. Think about setting up channels that help people to chill out, right? These channels earn thousands a month from ad revenue alone. And you can't make audio with AI. You put some animation from VO or Sora, whatever it is, and it just keeps looping. There's a guy made millions of dollars just by having the rain falling. His video has been online for 10 years. What can you do that helps people chill? Can you visualize things for Reddit? Can you create animated scenes that match stories and give people illustration of things and bring things to life? Can it hit thousands of subscribers? Potentially, if you're in the right niche. And there's all sorts of crazy stuff like bedtime stories, horror, mythology, luxury goods, the ASMR where they're kind of like cutting through, like, I don't know, like a piece of glass, and it's all quiet and they scratch the microphone and things like that. This stuff is insane. Micro cookery. All of this faceless stuff is insane. All faceless, all being done right now. There's tons of inspiration out there. It's scalable. You don't have to film anything. All you have to do is focus and pick one crazy idea and go and put that out there, right? We've made all sorts of fun stuff. We've made horror videos. We've made children's animations working pretty well. We've made videos in all sorts of different weird and wonderful niches. I'll show you 2 seconds of one of our animations for a YouTube channel.
Good morning, friends.
Like, people are killing it with these kid things. My kids love this, and they help to make it, and you can have some fun with the family. That's all AI, and it tells a little story. On the flip side, we've got horror, we've got action, we've got full movies in the theater right now, all faceless, all AI. You don't need actors, and you build the momentum with that. Now, if you think this is insane, don't choose this one. But if you love the idea and you've got an idea, go do it. Make sense? Next one. Digital products and print on demand is huge. It's huge. And you're literally generating the assets once, you're selling them indefinitely. There's no inventory, no shipping. And you can use things like Printify, use things like Lulu. You can use things like Teespring that's been around for years to do things like t-shirts. You will see the gurus, the people who are just copying other people. They'll come online and they'll say, there's 8 million people in the world or whatever it is, and all you need is 1% of them to sign up to your offer and buy your thing for $10, and then you're going to make X amount of money, but you keep scrolling. That's a hook that's been replicated a bazillion times, and that emanates from an AI course that came out ages ago, right? And people are using this same thing. You see the thing, 6 illegal ChatGPT prompts, and they put the finger pointing down, and everyone goes, me, and you do nothing with them, right? This stuff is all about hooking you in, and these people are getting you commenting and going crazy, and they're just giving you repurposed crap. Is anybody out there saying you can crush it with tarot and oracle deck cards that you have professionally printed with unique designs done in nano banana and ship them out from a dropship company or a print on demand company? Never seen it. People do coloring books. That's kind of been done to death. But hey, why don't you make a PDF on Canva and sell it 100 times for $47, and then you've made, and it's like, that stuff's been repeated so many times that people come up in these groups after 6 weeks and go, why am I not making money on my Stan store? Why is my Etsy not working? Why are all these things failing? It's because you've not put any effort into it. You've done what everybody else is doing. You've bought some crappy $5 course, and you've not had a creative thought. You've just copied and hoped, and that ain't going to work. Go and do some crazy characters, or animate some stream overlays for people, or do custom pet portraits. Sell it locally, sell it in the community, go and show the neighbors. Do amazing things for amazing people. One big one is printable wall art, and I've got a couple of things bubbling in the printable wall art. We've got one in the mystical sort of like kind of fantasy kind of stuff, right? It's mystical stuff. It's exciting, magic and wizards and witches and all of this thing. This is geared up to be the next 2 Comma Club award, right? We've got 2 Comma Club award on the wall. We made millions of dollars selling stuff in e-commerce, and I know print on demand. The cool thing is, so does Claude. So if you find Printify, you go on there and you find yourself a blank canvas, you go to Nano Banana and make yourself an image to put on that canvas, and you ask Claude, how do you connect it together? Or ChatGPT, how do you connect this together? It will give you the instructions. Now you're in business selling custom printable wall art. And in the PDF, there's more. So digital products, print on demand. Making sense? Is everybody excited by this? Like, let me know if you're excited. There's lots of people watching this. I'm really thankful that you guys are here. We're showing 100 different ways to make money with AI. I'm giving you the PDF with every single one. I'm scratching the surface. There's 10 categories. We're on 3 of 10. We've got 20 minutes left. Take the inspiration, learn, do something, put it into action, go out there and make money, right? So, local businesses. This is where I made the $5,000 and where I made the 19,000. And this is kind of like what I enjoy doing. Local businesses need video content. I invented a software called Video Prompt Builder. I've sold that, and I've also showed people how to take Video Prompt Builder and turn that into small videos that you can sell to local businesses. These guys are baking bread. They're fixing cars. They're doing hair. They're doing nails. They're doing all the things. They don't have time to learn this stuff. If you go in and be their AI digital marketing consultant, you could do e-com ads. You could do real estate staging. You can do law firm commercials and jewelry showcases and restaurant sizzle reels. A restaurant sizzle reel, if you go and offer this to the local burger joints and kebab joints and people you know locally, these guys are going to love it. You put it on the social media, they pay you $50, $100, $200 at a time.
Experience flavor that comes together perfectly.
They don't know that's available, right? So you can sell these things. Like, what's that worth on social media to a small family-run pizza parlor, burger joint, whatever it is around the community? Like, this is worth everything. Because they haven't got time to do the face, in-your-face camera, live streaming stuff. Some of them do it, and you've seen what happens with that, right? They're killing it. It's the ones who don't have the time or the inclination, or who are sat there thinking, oh, how do we just do more online? How do we make more money? How do we get more customers? We did something similar for a little burger joint in Hoboken, I think it is New York, near New York, and down there, they were struggling. They were hard to get people in the door. There was so much competition. We did something for them, and it's like, it's blown up. They're like, oh man, this is the best thing ever. It's like, well, $2,000, please. Is like a month. I'm like, yeah, cool. $2,000 a month. What difference would that make to you? If they're bringing in new customers, they know what their margins are. That's the difference it will make to them. And your ability to sell business to business, starting locally, law firms, accountant firms. These guys are working with high-end clients. You're now in a new network, and you're not going to make a call, or you're not going to go and see somebody. Start with the people where you already shop. You can sell these products just by showing them on your phone and saying, hey, this is something I've put together for the guy down the street. Is this something that might interest you? And he's going to think, crap, guy down the street, they're going to get it before I do. He said, tell me more. That's all you need to do is get that tell me more, right? So this kind of thing you could do all day long with AI. All day long with AI. And there's so many solutions you can pull for local businesses out of Google and ChatGPT and all of these things. Leverage it. Figure out your own workflow, but please do something. Please do something. This one, categories 4 through 6, kind of rapid fire a little bit. Now, I talked about the movie, and the movie is like off the chain. So Deep Frame, it's deepframemovie.com. co-produced it. Henny Morales has wrote, directed it. 100 days from deciding to do it and it being on the screen in the theater. That's insane, right? That's totally insane. And if you get into weird niches like the indie film sort of market, and these guys are doing horror films, they're doing short films, they're doing film festivals, they're doing movie markets, and you can go in there and create something amazing, right? You can educate people on this stuff too. You can also go and fill a gap on their creative team by leveraging your skills, but leveraging them at a higher rate. There's people selling this on Fiverr. If you go to fiverr.com with 2 R's, register, or Upwork, register, you can go on there and you can be a freelancer. But if you just go approach people directly, you bypass all of the need for them to go and search for a freelancer. You just say, hey, I'm here. This is what I do. You can do music videos for artists on Spotify. Do you know how many wannabe up-and-coming rappers and DJs and musicians there are in your local area? An insane amount of people. You can offer them this thing. Their thing is music. They haven't got time to mess with AI, or maybe they're dabbling. You go in there and say, look, this is something I've put together. What do you think? The AI will make them say, wow. And when they say, wow, they're going to ask you, how do I get one of these things? Set a price, away you go. Book trailers for Kindle. A buddy of mine's killing it doing this. And if you want to go crazy into like web series and get into other things like that, you can earn insane amount of money on all sorts of weird and wonderful websites. That's just the film and entertainment segment. If you get into education and e-learning, e-learning is one of the fastest growing sectors, and coaches, consultants, everybody has a course. I've got 2 or 3 courses running right now. This could potentially be a course, right? You can make all sorts of weird and wonderful graphics, documents, downloads, files, workbooks, worksheets, things that can be printed, things that can be handed out. Who do you know in education? Who do you know who's got a course, who's a coach, who's an author, who's somebody who's a speaker, somebody who wants to give things out to their audience? Like, is that you? Is you can do it for yourself. You can make explainers for YouTube. You can do medical animations. These videos are cleaning up right now, like the effects of drinking alcohol or whatever it is. And you're like, yeah, we're gonna get some beers, drinking alcohol, and it shows it going down into the stomach, and it's affecting this and it's affecting that. All of the thing, it's like AI can do that. What do people need? Right? Is this useful? Is this helpful? And then you get into web design. Man, one of the websites that I've built with AI in a day has brought in $60,000, right? Made a website in a day with AI, and the project value is $60,000. But you keep scrolling. That's the hook, right? You keep on scrolling. And look, there's folks out there who'll never invest in stuff. They'll never invest. They'll never try. You'll be on every single live, commenting in every single thing, like putting all the ones, doing all the stuff, me, replay. You've got a stack of PDFs. You need to pick one thing and just do it consistently without negativity. Now, if you get into this next step, this is where it really comes into its own. This is where you're talking to people who are nominated for Grammys, who have won awards, who've got the funding. Consulting is lucrative. You need a little bit more experience. But if you learn stuff now, some of these lesser basic skills that I've showed you that are pretty easy, using Gemini, ChatGPT, Flow, you can use all these different things, Sora, Manus, there's all sorts of crazy like bots and stuff now, which I'm not going to get into, but this is insane in itself. Setting up some of these bots, setting up some of these advanced systems, building out big websites falls under the banner of consultancy and studio consulting for agencies. You can do workshops. You could charge an insane amount of money for half day and full day workshops, right? You can do placements. You can do document processing, right? You can help people who've got enough clients already, and you can go in there and provide a service for them. You can also provide services for individuals. And that all comes from conversation, from being able to show without fear, from having a portfolio that's based on experience of doing some of the stuff we've already covered. You can go and create ebooks. You can create prompt engineering books. You can create courses for people. You can create guidance. You can create all sorts of different things. And you can sell these all over the internet, everywhere from Etsy to Gumroad to Stan Store and all of the things. Some people get caught up on the, Stan Store is not as good as this thing. It doesn't matter if you can get that in front of the right people, and your ability to have conversations with people, your ability to show this off, leverage social media, which is free, by the way, is like, is this making sense? Get into retail. What can you actually turn into a physical product? Print on demand, we've covered. And you can go out there and do t-shirts, you can do streetwear, you can do coloring books, you do board games, you do tattoos, like tattoo concepts, right? That's huge, right? Comic books with memberships, right? All of this stuff. You can literally make a music album, right? You can then go and do mystery boxes. You can go and do like wholesale stuff. There's sites out there that will sell you wholesale goods. You can put them together. You can create some nice cards using AI. You can write a nice letter. You can put all that together. It doesn't have to be 100% AI. You can combine this with other things. If you make some stuff yourself, AI can help you sell it. If you know somebody who's in hobbies and crafts, but they don't have good designs on the packaging, or they don't have nice labels and nice stickers, they're your first customers. Physical goods, retail goods, all with that AI look and feel, because it saves the time, it saves the cost. Postcards. People collect postcards. Labels. You just be the label guy. So you just make labels for people who need labels. A buddy of mine had a printers. He's retired now. He's closed down. He did everything the old-fashioned way. But he literally made labels. Stacks and stacks and stacks of boxes full of labels. And the company would just order 10,000 labels, 100,000 labels. And he just repeated the same thing. He made a template. They called him up. They said, we need more labels. So if you have 10 shops or stores who use a certain kind of label, in our fishing business, in our ecom business, we had a label that we put on every single box, a certain message, for the courier and for the customer, so that everybody knew what to do with this package. We ran out of those. I'd ring up my man and say, hey, I need some more labels. He sent me another box of labels, right? You can see exactly what is possible, and you can see exactly how this works. Get into gaming. Get into things like Discord channels. People are on Discord. People are super excited on Discord, and they're playing games and they're doing all this crazy stuff. If you make trailers for gamers, or VTuber backgrounds, people who are playing games live, if you make hype videos to get people engaged, if you make tabletop maps for these fantasy games, if you just make virtual influencer accounts for people and then sell them the accounts, how much stuff can you do in gaming? Surely there's someone in here right now that one of these categories is your hobby, your niche, your thing that you do. And then there's crazy. There's the big things, right? The moonshots. Build an automated news or blog network. Make a feature-length AI movie. Create children's education. Create subscription B-roll libraries where you make all these videos and people can go on and they can buy them in bulk. Make animated characters. Make bulk things that people can buy on memberships. Make learning that can be white labeled, right? This is big effort. But look, we just made a movie. I've got an automated news network that's about to drop, which is not going to be seen probably by you guys, but it's very good. And it's AI powered, and we've put a lot of time and effort and money into doing that, to the point where the domain name itself was like $70,000. That's a different story. The ability to go for the big shot from your house on your computer with a small team is totally doable and achievable as well. And all of this is in your grasp right now. So I want to give everybody the PDF. I want to make sure you've got access to all of these ideas and thoughts. There's 100 in the PDF. We've covered as many as we could in the time allocated. There's 10 categories. All you need is one. So there's 100 methods on there, and you just apply some time, 30 days, 60 days, 100 days, whatever. If you give up or you swap or you don't go all in on something, the chances of it being successful are less. But you can find fast results and fast success just by trying, just by having a conversation, just by messaging somebody, just by posting in a Facebook group. Hey, what do you think of this logo? Oh, that's pretty good. Cool. How do I get one? Well, I'm the logo guy. I normally do them for $50 each, but today I'm doing 2 for $50. Cool. Deal. I've just seen a guy make thousands of dollars by offering a service to set up AI for a business. He will come, he will set up your AI. It's $5,000, and he's going to come to your business. He's going to set up your AI for you. They don't know anything about this stuff. They need somebody to do that. If you're the AI person or somebody who's got examples of AI, or you're using this in local schools, education, youth clubs, church groups, like voluntary organizations who think they don't have the budget, places where people who are over a certain age who were just like, they're never going to get on with this stuff unless there's somebody of their age who can go and show them that it's not too difficult. Now, looking at the chat, would appreciate that nobody drops any links in my chat during this presentation. I don't want to get people confused, and I don't want to distract. I appreciate everybody's doing good work. If you do want to follow some of the people that are in the chat, you can join the school. It's school.com/Danny. You can come and check it out, and there's people posting in there absolutely free. I'll drop the link to the school, but please don't drop other links in there. I don't want people getting confused. I want to make sure they get the PDF, and everybody can go and everybody can take action, right? Sound like a plan? So, big closing remarks. This can be done from anywhere, and it's a mobile business, and you can live on your terms. You can use prompts generation, deliver by email, and then collect money on a mobile using a thing like Venmo or PayPal or some kind of monetization app, Stripe. You can also get money while you sleep. It's nothing better than waking up and your Stripe's got $1,000 in it that you didn't know was coming. I did this the other morning. Getting kids ready for school. Notification came in, $497 from something I'd done a few weeks ago, and I left it out there and somebody bought it. Just because it didn't work today doesn't mean that it's not going to work tomorrow. And quite often what we do is we create some stuff, put it out there and go, no, it didn't work. And we pull it down, and then we're like, think it's doomed, and it's not. It's worked, but you pulled it down. Kind of like the little guy digging for the diamonds, and then he turns around 2 feet before. Don't be that guy, right? You've got to set some real goals, and you've got to get something that really excites you. I've given you 100 ideas, and the PDF is amazing. I'm going to drop that in the chat so everybody gets the PDF. If you consistently execute, it's like anything. And Doug's in the chat. Don't worry about it. I want to give the link. Doug's in the chat. Doug is somebody who works out without fail, and you see his results. He's consistent. He approaches things with consistency. He does some fantastic things with AI. You follow him up in the school. You can see some of the things he's putting into action. His videos are amazing. You can see Tom's in there. He's got George the Yeti. You follow George the Yeti on Facebook. Bill's in here. He's working with veterans. We've got Doug, other Doug. There's 2 Dougs. Captain Doug's in here, setting up an amazing sailing business. We've got Don in here, who's literally selling software all over the US. I know a lot of people are in this chat right now, and there's many, many more besides. Too many names to mention. You guys are all awesome, and you're out there crushing it with AI. This just adds to your inventory. But if you're sat here now thinking, man, this is impossible, then there's people in this chat right now who will tell you it's very possible, but you have to put the time in, you have to be consistent, you have to get moving. It looks different at month 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 than what it does at day 0, right? Build it slowly, put the time in. Don't give up your day job immediately if that's where you need to be, but be prepared to put the time. Listen, when I say put the time in, you're not chipping rocks with a pick, right? You're not dragging logs across the open plain. You can literally voice note ChatGPT or Google or whatever and tell it to do stuff, and it will do it better than anybody you know. If you need images, you need logos, you need downloads, you need things. Everybody needs this stuff, and not everybody's using AI. There's 5 things here right now that you can start in the next 72 hours. Put a 72 in the chat if you want to just start something within 72 hours with a good chance of making some dosh, some money, some moolah, right? And just pick one and have a go with it. If you've no other thing going on, you've no other inspiration, pick one and have a go. Put a 7 and a 2 in the chat if you want to make some money in the next 3 days, right? I want to see some 72s, right? Then I'm going to turn this off and be done with it, right? You can put dollar signs, pound signs, 72s. I'm doing this for you, right? It's like 10 o'clock at night and I could go to bed. So light it up, give me a sign, give me a signal, and let's think about this. A buddy of mine, he made all these buddies, right? Danny knows all these people. I've been doing this for a long time. He made $1.7 million in January selling a Christmas product that was a printed Christmas product. It wasn't a pet portrait, but it was a portrait of sorts. $1.7 million. He sold out his entire year's inventory. They had to pack it and produce it and do all of the things, and it took them a whole year to deliver. But if you made $1.7 million a year, right, that's good. If you made a tenth of that, that's still good. And being able to create portraits of people's pets or portraits of people's families and kids and fun stuff, that goes down very well. I'll give you an example and I'll go behind the curtain. You thought this was like a fake background, right? I'm going to go behind the curtain. This is a little project that I did, and this is called Fam Tales, right? So it's not pets, it's people's family, right? Family portrait. And what this does, it's famtales.app. You can check it out. You can go and try it for free. It's all built with AI. What it does is it allows you to take pictures of your kids and you upload them and you put them in the family album. So there's my kids. I've got a crocodile and a cat. And what it does is it puts them in adorable scenes, right? There they are. It's Christmas. And you can see that this is not like on the computer anymore. We've brought it out of the computer. And the crocodile's got the famtales.app t-shirt on. You see how good this is? This is typical of print on demand. Now, we've got the cookies baking session, some really cute ones in here, right? So what does this mean to you? Well, it means money. Every time I ship one of these things, we make money. We've shipped a bunch of them over the Christmas season, and I was late to the party. Next year, I'll have ads. I'll be ready. I'll be early. But it also does Easter and spring and summer and all the other things. What does this mean to a family? What does this mean to a family when they get their Fam Tales book and it's got their kids in it and they're all in these adorable scenes and they send it to a loved one, to grandma, great grandma, and it's cost them, $20, whatever it is, to put their photographs in and print. The AI takes the photographs and creates the scenes, and then you send that to a loved one. What does that mean when the loved one's seeing the kids in the kitchen with Mrs. Claus baking cookies at Christmas? That means everything. So your AI creations are able to be translated into something that means everything. Now, I'm going to give you a PDF in a second. You can download the PDF, and there's a whole stack of information, prompts to try, and a big bunch of cool stuff in there. I've also got my school group, which is school.com/Danny, dead easy. You can go on there, and there's all sorts of resources. We also have a couple of other resources as well. One of them that we've just started, it's only been open to 10 people this week, and it is super exciting. It's something that we've spent a lot of money and time and effort on. This is a great resource that's going to be made available to other people very, very soon. It's called 10 Skills, and every day inside of 10 Skills, we go live and we show different skills. So we're on day 4 right now. It's going to close at the end of the 10 cycle. I could just show you this. I'll show you this at the end. So there's ways that I can give you access to prompting and all sorts of different things. I've got books on Amazon as well. Hit me up, join the school, talk, let's get in contact. There's all sorts of cool things we can do. But the whole point as we approach the hour is restaurant sizzle reels, canvases on Spotify for people who are doing certain types of music, printable wall art, printable books, print on demand, all of these kind of things you can start right now. Zoom backgrounds using Nano Banana, like all of these things. And the prompts are not overly difficult. You can even ask AI to help you write the prompt. Give me 10 prompts that will help me create Zoom backgrounds so I can create a pack and sell it on Gumroad. And ChatGPT and Google and Claude, all these things will give you the prompts. Make them better. It'll give you that. I've got guides. I've got all sorts of cool stuff in the school. Come and check it out. So the whole point of this is the tools will give you production. The skills give you the income. And it's the skills you need to focus on. Writing the copy, building the audiences, designing the offers, printing things that people don't have, solving problems. You're not in the AI business, you're in the problem-solving business. And if you can create things that families love and treasure, things that save people time, things that save people money, things that make people money, things that solve complicated problems in simple ways, things that just stop people from having to go and learn it themselves, you can do that with the tools available to you on AI right now. So you stuck around. I've got a 75-page guide that covers this. It's got base prompts in it and everything. I'm going to grab that from my Google Drive because it's pretty big. So I'm going to go over to my Drive right now and create a link so you guys can get this. So I'm going to go and click on the share button over here, and I'm going to grab the link. So I'll make it available to you if you've got the link over here like this. And I'm going to copy the link. So this is 100 ways to make some money with AI. And if I bring this up right now, you'll get an idea of what this looks like. So this is the PDF in itself. It's 75 pages, and it walks you through all of the things that I've talked about. It's got prompts in there. It's got things you can copy and paste in there. It's got bigger explanation in there. It's also got the links to my website. You can book calls, the school, and the 10 skills program. So everything that you need, everything you're asking for is all available in that PDF.